Lasagnas. It's your boy Dylanlasagna here, and wow, what a pay-per-view! I mean, it was great. I mean, nothing spectacular, but it was a great pay-per-view nonetheless. But anyway, I'm here today to give you my Extreme Rules 2016 reactions, and damn, what a main event! I mean, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match. In what? I mean, yeah, an Extreme Rules match that sort of lived up to its expectations. Sure, it was insane, actually. Roman put AJ through 2 announce tables, and holy shit, that once really sick spot where Roman flung AJ onto that LED apron. It's like, damn, AJ, that's gotta hurt. And then he powerbombed AJ, or he backdropped AJ onto the announce table. And then AJ just snapped near the end of the match when he hit the Usos with the chairs, and then Roman with the chair when he couldn't get that Styles Clash 2 times. Finish off Roman with the Styles Clash to win the championship. Man, that was an insane match. Not as good as their first, but it was definitely a fun match. But what happened afterwards was mind-blowing. Seth Rollins ran down to the ring, and I was like, why is everyone cheering? Is AJ Styles gonna attack Roman again? I was like, oh no, wait, it's Seth Rollins! And he comes down the ring, instantly pedigrees Roman Reigns, grabs the championship, holds it up high to end the pay-per-view. Now, what does that mean? Well, obviously he's back, but hopefully what I want to see happen is a double turn, like an official double turn in the next coming weeks between Rollins and Roman. Rollins officially becomes face, like hopefully WWE capitalizes on each man's like reactions from the crowd. Rollins getting cheered, Roman's getting booed. Hopefully Rollins becomes a official babyface. Roman becomes a top heel. Hopefully this is gonna be a fun storyline to watch and feud in the next coming weeks leading up to Money in the Bank. This should be fun. Sorry if I'm sounding a little out of it right now. I don't have any energy in me because I've been dealing with allergies all day. I don't know if it's allergies or I think it's just I have a stuffy nose or something. But anyway, the match before the submission match, or the match before the Extreme Rules match, is indeed the submission match between Charlotte and Natalya. Was so bad. It was so bad because I mean, obviously they only had a couple minutes to work with, and everything was just so rushed. WWE didn't give them so much time, and honestly, like, they were just screaming at each other, like the usual things that they would typically do before the Women's Revolution. But they did a good job placing emphasis on the submission specialty part of the match, but it was all rushed because so much time was placed on the previous match that preceded. Anyway, how this match ended was horrible. I mean, it was just horrible because Ric Flair comes out as Natalya has that sharpshooter locked in on Charlotte, and Natalya's like, hey, Ric Flair's not supposed to be out here. I should be the champion right now. But referee's like, no, we gotta wait, see if that's actually Ric Flair. Hey, Ric Flair, turn around. And it's not Ric Flair, it's Dana Brooke. Anyway, my phone keeps going on and off because Seth Rollins is back. Anyway, Charlotte takes advantage of that distraction and locks in that figure eight. Natalya taps out. And then Charlotte celebrates and they start doing that strut. And that was just a bad match. It's just bad. Which I can't blame because the match before that just took so much time. And it was a placeholder before the main event, which was the Extreme Rules match, and they could have given them so much more time and put them in a spot like earlier in the card so they could have more time. And I just feel bad for those two women. I just feel bad. So the match that I was referring to when I was talking about Charlotte versus Natalya that took up so much time was the Ambrose Asylum match. Dean Ambrose took on Chris Jericho in the first ever Asylum match, which kind of got boring in the first like 3/4 of it, and then got all exciting when Dean Ambrose finally took out some thumbtacks, like Mick Foley style, and Jericho started using that 2x4 barbed wire on Dean Ambrose, but he didn't smack him in the face with it, so Ambrose would start bleeding. Nah, we gotta go PG with that. But what wasn't PG and what I admired it was how Dean Ambrose backdrop or flipped Jericho onto the thumbtacks, which was a good move by WWE. Hit Dirty Deeds onto the thumbtacks and got a second win over Jericho. Other than that, like, it just went on for just a little too long. Like, it almost went for almost half an hour. But I mean, I can't complain. It's like it was a little fun match, kind of silly, to be honest. And that was the 6th spot when Dean Ambrose did that elbow drop, and again that thumbtack spot. But overall, I just felt like that match took way too long. But Dean Ambrose won. That's all I could say. Now I can finally move on to bigger and better things, and hopefully he can get that main event push that he so rightfully deserves. Damn, that was an Intercontinental Championship match. That right there was an IC title match. KO, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, The Miz, and Cesaro put on one hell of a match. I mean, honestly, that was epic. And Sami Zayn, right on the get-go, knocked the fuck out of Kevin Owens with that hell of a kick. And then, from that point on, it was just all-out insanity. And there were just too many moments to recapture, because you had that triple like suplex powerbomb from Cesaro or Sami Zayn, I forgot who it was. Then how Cesaro kicked out, or was it The Miz that kicked out of the Blue White Thunder powerbomb from Sami Zayn? I don't think Kevin Owens ever hit the Pop-Tart powerbomb during the whole match. And then I liked what WWE did here. They let The Miz keep the championship here. I think that was a good move. As much as I hate The Miz, I think he deserves the championship at this point. All the hard work he's been doing and all the things he's been trying to do, like to rebuild himself back up, he absolutely deserves it. He stole the victory, like he stole that hell of a kick from Sami Zayn, like he stole the pinfall and retained the IC championship. The New Day nearly lost the tag team championship against the Vaudevillians. And what was a nearly almost nail-biting match. It was a good match by both men. The Vaudevillians, oh my gosh, they kept up the pace with the New Day. They proved that at this point they belong. They belong here on the main roster, despite their gimmick not going well with the crowd. But hey, they've proven that actions speak louder than words. But anyway, the New Day get the win here. Yeah, I think they deserve it. Just maybe to push the feud a little bit, if it's still going. But I honestly thought the Vaudevillains was going to win that match when they hit the, what was it called? The their tag team finishing move on Xavier Woods. Oh man, I've been alright with that, but I guess that was a near fall that kicked out, and then Xavier Woods hit that Shining Wizard, and the New Day retained the tag team championship. So that was a fun match, and I'm actually happy that the New Day won, because they're still your WWE Entertaining World Tag Team Champions. We also had Kalisto lose his United States Championship to Rusev Crusher. And what I honestly thought was, well, not really a squash match, but a Rusev kind of like almost Brock Lesnar-like match. But a very good effort by Kalisto here. And both good effort by these men. And I honestly thought Kalisto was legitimately hurt after Rusev tossed him off that turnbuckle, and Kalisto landed back first onto the side of the apron where the LAD was, and I honestly thought that would hurt. And then when Rusev blocked in that accolade and he stretched it back, oh man, that had to hurt right there. So anyway, Rusev's your new United States Championship, or your new United States Champion. I don't know if Kalisto's gonna get his rematch clause, and we'll see where Rusev goes from here as he continues to his second reign as the United States Champion. And as he stays as dominant as he is. The match that opened the main Extreme Rules pay-per-view was the Usos versus Luke Gallows and Karl Bob SquarePants in a Texas Tornado tag team match. Or was it just a Tornado tag team match? Anyway, the team of Gallows and SquarePants get the win here after they performed the Friendship is Magic Killer. And man, that was so entertaining. That was a very good way to open the show. They were just fighting at it from the get-go. They were tossing each other out of the ring, onto ringside. This match was just everywhere. Well, around ringside, of course. I honestly thought, well, not really. Luke Gallows was going to hit one of the Usos with the ring bell. He's like, get up. I'm really going to hit you with this. It's like, nope, super kick out of nowhere. And then Jey Uso, or one of the Usos, really didn't hit the bell on his belly. He was just like, oh, I'm going to land it with my palms like this, my arms stretched like this, and then legs down. And then, yep, that's how Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows won. Friendship. They capitalized on that and hit the Friendship is Magic Killer to open up the pay-per-view strong. Get the crowd all ready up. Now, what didn't get the crowd ready up was that no disqualification match between Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. This match honestly didn't really fulfill the no disqualification rule, because all I saw from that no disqualification rule being taken advantage of was Baron Corbin hitting a low blow. That's it. No steel chairs, no one being put through a table, no kendo sticks, no ladders being used. I mean, yeah, it's a pre-show match. Like, okay, that'd be an excuse, but hey, you gotta take full advantage of that no disqualification stipulation. Anyway, Baron Corbin hits Ziggler in the coconuts, hits him with the end of days, and hopefully Baron Corbin moves on from Dolph Ziggler forever. Please. So he can legitimize himself as the next big man. Oh yeah, there was also this other thing that happened on the pre-show. That was before that match. Oh yeah, the Dudley Boys came out and basically insulted ECW and insulted Newark, New Jersey. And Big Cass came out and then basically attacked them and called them SAWFT, Soft And that was the end of it. Alright guys, so those are my 2016 WWE Extreme Rules reactions. I hope you guys enjoy them. I'm sorry if don't have the energy right now. I'm basically sick as a dog, dealing with the runny nose and sneezing like frequent every like 2-3 minutes, and I hope I can get better the next day. Alright, lasagnas, don't forget to subscribe for more, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, follow me on my social medias, Facebook, my 2 Instagrams, Google+, and join me next month for my Money in the Bank predictions and my Money in the Bank reactions. And don't forget to join me Tuesday for my Raw reactions for the May 23rd, 2016 episode. And always be delicious.